Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to this stream. So I hope you are ready for an action-packed battle. It's season 4 of the summit and it's round 3 and we're going to be watching Taco versus Berserk playing each other on Carentan. The teams are just loading up now. There's a 30-minute delay on this stream, so no one can be stream sniping. While you're waiting, please get involved in the chat. There is a vote going on for who you think is going to be victorious tonight. I'm new to streaming, so please bear with me if it's glitchy or I sound nervous or clueless. I'm trying my best, I promise, but please let me know any feedback. While we're waiting for the teams to load in, I thought it would be a good idea to go through some of the summit stats while we're waiting. So, let me introduce the summit to you. So it's season 4 of the summit and we're on round 3. There are 14 teams in total competing in the summit, and the top 8 teams are going to end up playing each other off in the summit, and the bottom 6 teams will end up in the valley. So at the moment we're in round 3, so no one's made it to the summit yet. Nobody's made it from to the valley either. The teams that we're following at the moment, so Taco and Berserk, have both won one game and lost one game. So it could go either way for them. They're not destined for either the summit or the valley at the moment. It's still early days. Let's zoom in and have a little look at how they've been playing. So let's start with Taco. So Taco has played 2 games. They've played 9 May on Omaha Beach and they won 5-0, and they also played the Legion on Omaha Beach and they lost 3-2. Now I don't know if anybody saw that stream, but basically Taco were holding the midpoint for the whole game, and in the final 3 minutes Legion came and took it from them and got that last minute win. So I imagine Taco are a little bit bitter about that. They should be sitting on 2 wins right now, but Legion came and stole it from them. Okay, let's have a little look at how Berserk have done. So they also played Legion on Kharkov, but they lost 5-0. And then they won against Lep on Saint Marie du Mont 3-2. So again, they've lost one game and they've won one game. They've both played Legion, so if we just focus on that for a second, Berserk lost to them 5-0 and Taco lost to them 3-2. So if we just look at those games, it would look like Taco are the stronger team tonight, just based on how they both played against Legion. And looking in the Summit Discord on the voting system, Taco are the strong favourites for tonight. So Taco was sat at 72 votes versus 7 for who's going to win tonight's game. Let me tell you a little bit more about the summit, because there are a few random rules that these guys are going to be playing. So each team's only going to have 49 players because it leaves an open spot for anyone to stream. Tonight it's just me streaming. I'm going to be on the Berserk side of the server. No one is streaming from the Taco side. In terms of rules, no Panther is allowed. This is to stop the Germans having an advantage where they can roll out 2 heavy tanks in quick succession, whereas the Americans have to, if they spawn a 76, they're going to have to wait for a cooldown before they can spawn another 76. So to keep it fair, no Panthers are allowed. There's only one person that's allowed to fire on Artie, and that person can't be killed either. And also the nodes are indestructible. So there are 3 rules that are quite unique to the summit. Each whoever's server we're on has to have a utility installed that provides a log for the game to just make sure that those rules are being followed. If someone breaks the rules, it's not necessarily a definite forfeit. The log will be looked over because accidents happen. So it's not necessarily a forfeit of the game, but their side will get punished. So if someone kills the artillery guy, for example, then the opposite team will have 10 random players killed as a little punishment. And then the logs will be reviewed after the game to decide whether it was an accident or whether it's worth a more of a punishment. So that's kind of how the summit is looking. Everyone is loading in to the game at the moment. So let's go and have a little look and meet the teams. I just want to check that my sound is being picked up correctly. I know you can see me. Bear with me, guys. I will put you on the welcome screen just while I check my settings.
Beg your pardon, sir.
Alright, so we should be in the game. You should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear the audio from the game as well. Got blue chat set up, so we'll be able to hear anybody on blue chat, but not in any of the other chats. Thanks, Scutch. Really appreciate it. It's captured on the stream for you. Okay, so let's see how many people we've got in here. So we're at 46 for Berserk, 49 for Taco, so we're almost there. I'm only expecting to see 49 players on the Taco side because they haven't got a streamer tonight. And then for me, we're just waiting on 4 more players on the Berserk side. I'll just pause on the scoreboard for you so you can have a look for your name. Like, look, Mom, I'm on TV. That's me. That's my name. One thing that's standing out to me instantly is the levels of the players. Taco massively outrank Berserk in terms of player level. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, especially these days with builder lobbies where you can go in and upgrade. I imagine those level 1 players on the Berserk side is just a glitch and they're not actually level 1. Let's have a look at some of the names. So that's how we're looking for Berserk. And then I'll scroll down on the Taco side for you as well. There we go. So if you are just joining, we're just in the burn at the moment. We're currently on Utah Beach as the burn. But the actual game is being played on Carentan tonight. We don't know what the midpoints are. It could be any of them, and we won't know until the game loads in. Let's get into admin cam and let's go and see what everybody's up to in the burns. Let's see if they're behaving. See if we can pick up any blue chat. Everybody looks like they're behaving. Let's go see what's going on the Taco side of the server, shall we? Oh, some guys are having a little bit of a fight at chapel. But like I said, this isn't the actual game. This is just the burn. Everybody's still loading in. Alright, we've got a smoke party. We've got a rave going on. We've got a tiger that's damaged. Sleeping family's trying to throw flares at it. Not sure that's going to work, but I've never seen it, so maybe. Hey, Mitch is in his pajamas. Oh dear, what happened here? We've got a little transport truck P4 sandwich going on. Okay. I guess these guys have been in this burn for about a half hour. Looks like Monkey Tennis is going to be playing Commander for the for Taco, who are going to be playing as allies tonight. Hound Dog 7's also in his pajamas. He's ready for bed. How are we looking on the scoreboards? Oh, I can't get into scoreboards while I'm in admin cam. Duh. Who are you laying those mines for, Gandhi? Alright, let's go back to the beach. Let's go to the beach. You okay there, Squiggly? Nice day for it, to be fair. Alright, I'm going to dip out of admin cam and see where we're at. 47 and 49 players, so we're going to be getting going soon, I imagine. In the meantime, let's go have a look back at those stats, just as a reminder for anyone that's coming in. Turn off the game sound while we do this. Okay, so it's Summit, it's Season 4, it's Round 3. We're watching Taco versus Berserk. Both of these teams have had 1 win and 1 loss. The way Summit works is all of these teams are going to play 5 rounds, and the top 8 teams are going to go to the Summit for the Summit playoffs, which are highly prestigious, and the bottom 6 teams are going to go to the Valley and play off for Valley Championships as well. So it's early days in the Summit. There's still lots to play for. Let's have a look at the Taco stats. So they won a game against 9May on Omaha, and they lost a game against Legion on Omaha as well. That was a tough loss. Taco were a strong team for the whole game. They held midpoint for the full 88 minutes, and then in the final 2 minutes Legion came and took it from them and stole that win for themselves. So some people might say that Taco should be sitting here with 2 wins and they should be in the upper bracket of the Summit at the moment, but maybe after tonight that's where they'll end up. And then if we look at Berserk, they also played Legion and they lost 5-0 against them, but they got a win against Lep on St. Marie de Mont, 3-2. So they've both teams, both Berserk and Taco, have played Legion. Legion did 5-0 Berserk, and they got a 3-2 against Taco. So just looking at comparing those 2 games against each other, Taco looked like the stronger side than Berserk, and that's definitely what the votes are saying. Tonight's game is going to be played on Carentan. We don't know what the midpoints are. It could be any of the 3, but I'm sure these teams have practiced their openers for either of them. It's a shame the map isn't on Carentan right now, so I could have a little look at those points. I would say if it is town centre, then the German, the Axis, which is going to be Berserk, will be a little bit slower to push in. Actually, on most of the points, it's a little bit slower coming from the German side. And then Taco are playing as the allies, so they're going to be a little bit faster potentially coming into any of the midpoints on Carentan. Alright, let's go catch up with everybody and see how they are doing. Taco is sat at 50 players, which they shouldn't be. They should only be at 40 unless they've got a last minute streamer in there. Otherwise they'll be at an advantage because Berserk have had to sacrifice 1 slot for me. There you go. Looks like maybe someone just joined the wrong side. So Berserk sat at 50 players, Taco now sat at 49. That's what we're expecting because I'm filling one slot of the Berserk side. So I imagine this game is going to get started anytime soon, guys. How exciting. Let's get into admin cam and see if we can hear any last minute words of wisdom in blue chat. To be honest, I just want to make sure that my blue chat is something that you can hear. Say something, guys. Somebody talk. Okay. Well, blue chat works. Premium notes. Baby crying in the background, maybe? A map change. 60 seconds until game time, guys. Here we go. Get involved in the chat. If you see something you like, you can clip it. Give me feedback if I'm too loud or the game audio isn't coming in or the quality's crap. Remember, it's a 30-minute delay though, so any messages you do see, I'm not going to see in real time. Okay, midpoint is town centre. Just going to let everybody open up their groups. I haven't got a set team to join. And I'm going to go in bottom HQ, so I'm way out of the way. I'm not in any cap weight. So as you're looking at this, Berserk are the Axis. They're on the left-hand side of the cap weight in blue, and Taco are the allies on the right-hand side of the cap weight in red. Okay, so midpoint is town centre. Let's have a little pan around to remind ourselves of what this looks like. Let's get up nice and high for you guys. So main route in for the allies is this main road coming up here into the town centre square. Well, I guess it's a triangle, not a square. Axis have a few more options. They've got 3 major routes that they can take in. They can also come in from the north, and this church is quite a key area where I'm sure we're going to see plenty of gunfights up here, trying to lock down this area. Might be a good one for rocket snipes because the routes into the town centre are a lot more obvious. Looks like the teams are starting to gather on the red line, on the wall, ready to go. Got tank crews here waiting. Then we've got squad leads getting their OPs down on the red line as they wait. 40 seconds to go. We've got 1 Lux pulling in the main road straight towards town centre. So we've got 3 obvious groups pushing in. Everyone's in their truck, and we've got Quaker on top as our AT player. Disaster, guys. Game crashed. Nope. Let me put it on this while I try get back in. This happened to me before, and it took me 10 minutes to get back in. Which means I'm going to miss that initial cap. So sorry. It is what it is. Okay, connecting and loading map. Let's get back into it. Alright, get up there quickly. At least we're back in pretty much as soon as we can. So initial fight on town center is going towards the Americans, going towards Taco. Taco have got their tank set on that main road looking towards town centre. And the Axis have got their P4 just set off behind. See, it's maybe taken damage and fallen back. Nope, it's starting to kite the road now. It's going to be looking for that medium tank. Not going to be able to see it around the bend of this road. Cap is going to Taco on town centre. Okay, we didn't miss too much of it, guys. Maybe missed a couple of rocket snipes at the start and the initial gunfights. But we're back in and we're here. Taco's starting to breathe out from the strong point now. They're going aggressive up here. There's no German forces at the church, so Taco are pushing up further south. Yeah, we've got a Stuart protecting this flank as well. Stuart working alongside Azza, Leon and Toby against Sergeant Wall's squad. Toby's rocket doing a lot of damage there. Potentially got a second and third squad pushing in with brass. Stuart takes one AT shell from Quaker. Backs off. Second AT shell comes from Hooded Soap, takes out that Stuart. They're going back to HQ. Let's see what's going on the strong point, shall we? So town centre, the midpoint currently belongs to Taco. They've breathed out from the point. There's not much happening in the strong point at the moment. Just seeing American soldiers in there. Medium tank pushes up to the strong point, ready to defend. Alright, let's have a look at how BZRK are looking on the map at the moment. So we've got our blue line garrisons set up. We've got 3 blue line garrisons. And we've got our defensive team getting a couple more garrisons set up on customs, which is the next point to take. Which makes sense as to why there is such a big fight going on right now in Fox 5, because that is the direction from town centre towards customs. So this part of the map, Fox 5, Gulf 4, is going to be really spicy. BZRK are still trying to flank in from the south towards town centre, which kind of makes sense as Taco's focus is going to be up towards customs. Maybe they're not looking towards the south as much. Let's go check it out. Looks like we've potentially got 2 squads down here protecting south of town centre. 2 Taco squads, that is. Sweat's leading one of them. And Sergeant Popeye is leading the other. Third team with Frog Stomper trying to attack from here. Got an American recon tank, Greyhound, also protecting this flank. Satchel Barbie versus Ryan, both AT players. Ryan wins. Let's go check on town centre strong point. Still quiet. BZRK aren't anywhere close at the moment. Nothing going on at the church. Got a recon team versus Major Tom here. Sweet almost took a rocket from behind. There is an attacking Gary set up here from BZRK. It's locked out at the moment because Lanimus is too close. Potentially he doesn't know it's there. Might be able to hear it as he comes out of this factory. Yeah, surely he's going to see it now. Yeah, he almost went the wrong way, but he hears it and goes back to take the garrison. Oh, he's going to put a satchel on it by the looks of it. No one's going to be spawning on that garrison anytime soon. Nope, it's gone. Let's see how we're looking over at customs then. Have the Americans managed to make their way over here? Got a couple of players. Getting over the water is the hard part. We've got a Tiger moving into position, ready to defend for customs. We do have an American force pushing from the east behind customs, so they managed to get in from behind. Managed to flank round. Looks like they're coming from over here. Potentially they've managed to get a airhead or a garrison set up behind the back of them. Hopefully my audio is coming in alright and you can hear the game okay. Everything makes sense graphics wise. I'm on the Berserk side, I'm on the Axis side. They're showing up as blue. Taco or allies, they're showing up as red. Moment Taco hold the town centre midpoint. Got an airhead and a bombing run coming in from Taco on customs. It's a ballsy airhead right on the strong point. Tiger takes it out, I think. Tiger saw it land. There was already a squad here ready to protect it. Difficult areas for tanks to be in. It's very tight. You can't escape quickly. Lots of corners, lots of objects to get stuck on. You've got barrels, you've got buildings, you've got solid walls. This Tiger's looking a little bit lonely. Lots of Taco soldiers around, and they are putting the cap weight onto Customs. Customs is starting to tip towards the Americans. Just this Tiger tank here to defend. There are no Garys to come in from. We've got a couple of OPs from Gulf Squad and Quebec Squad. Other than that, the Garys are south of Customs and a bit far away. So those squads that do have their OPs up on Customs, you've got some important gunfights coming up. George takes out Sprite. Tank goes down, must have been satcheled. Do have Axis forces pushing from the south, from those Garys that were back there, trying to get back into Customs, but right now there are a good few Taco players in the strong point on Customs. Let's see who wins these gunfights. Berserk are defending. They've managed to get 2 tanks. If they're full crews, so we've got 1 full crew here and 1 full crew here. That's going to be 9 players. Correction, 6 players. This Tiger's in danger though. 2 AT players. It's going to get double AT'd in the ass. 1 by Azza. Next one going to be by Gandhi. Yep. Tiger gets engined. Needs 1 more round. Take it out. Gandhi tried to put a satchel on. The Lux saves the Tiger. Lux is positioned back here. That was almost lost to the Americans for a moment then. Those Taco players are still in the strong point. They weren't taken out. Pooper Scooper takes out German OP. And both Medic and I can't see their name. Corporal Rich. Let's go with that. Managed to get a defensive Gary up in the blue zone, in the soft cap for Customs. Still got a couple of OPs that can be defending. Berserk haven't gone full defense though, there's still some squads trying on town centre. crews have we got? Rogue, Holy, and Tricky. And then we've got...
Yeah, boy, y'all watch the front, I'll watch y'all's ass.
Oh, this is cute, guys. Mummy Tiger looking after the baby Lux. Didn't look after it very well, because as I came in there and got 2 rockets into it. So we've got 2 AT players and an engineer trying to get this Tiger now. Tiger is looking at them. 2 engineers, 2 AT players. Turret is facing on the back of the Tiger at the moment, so those round rockets from the Americans are going to pen. Engineer gets up close. Holy gets out, defends his tank.
Holy, I'm with you too. Thank you, Yellow. Word.
So Yellow is a crewman from a different tank crew by the looks of it. It's just come to support the Tiger. That was a close call for that Tiger then. 2 AT players, 2 Satchel players following them. Holy managed to get out and defend. Right, we're starting to lose customs to the Americans again. So these Americans must have managed to get their OP up. Somewhere in here. And the Germans haven't been able to get close enough to take it out. Tigers fell back, it's getting double repped. Be back in a game soon. Alright, let's zoom out and have a little look. How are we looking? So Taco are the dominant force on the strong point of customs, which currently belongs to the Axis, belongs to the Germans. They've got a couple more defensive garrisons now. They've got 3 good garrisons that they can defend from. Couple of OPs in there. Nothing on customs, because that is where Taco have bedded in. Nothing going on at town centre at the moment. All the action is over here at customs. Big spawn wave coming in. Looks like their OPs are either in the factory, or no, there's one. There's one, but there's at least 2, potentially 3 OPs. Yep, there's a second one down there, bottom left of your screen. Sorry guys. Reinforces down on customs, but there are no German bodies in the strong point. There we go. The Americans, Taco, holding the map 4-1 to them at the moment. Berserk, as the Germans, have 1 point remaining, which is canal locks. Got a big spawn wave over here, getting ready to defend. 20 minutes into the game, 23 minutes into the game. So we've got one garrison now on canal locks, a couple of OPs up, but BZRK have really been pushed back. In terms of armor, I'm seeing one Tiger up on the map, which is falling back. Has taken damage and is falling back. Taco is setting up on customs. In terms of American armor, can I put the highlights on? If I put highlights on, it should show me their tanks in red. Is Odin's shaft about to take a round? Okay, so we've got an American medium over here. Can I see any others? Yep. American heavy coming in this way. So Taco have had time to set up, so they've got their garrison, they've got a rep station set up on customs now. Where's that 76 gone? Crossing over the bridge. Tiger for the Germans is sat just north of Canal Lock, so potentially these two tanks are going to see each other shortly. Yeah, I can see that Tiger just centre of your screen next to the buildings. Murdered 2 engineers. Let's follow this for a moment, see if either of these two get eyes on each other. Tiger is looking into this corner, it's just fired a shell towards the American engineers. .76 is slowing down, it's looking for that Tiger. Tiger at the moment feels like it's just firing HE into customs. Can the 76 see over this wall? Tiger gets first shot on. 76 falls back. It is sat next to a rep station though. Second shot from the Tiger ricochets. Should be behind hard cover now. These factory buildings should be given that 76 hard cover. So who we got in this tank then? Hard to read. Matty, Dom, Fish. Fish hops out to rep. Let's go check in on a Tiger. Did fire 2 shells towards that 76, but only 1 penned. Over here we got Yellow, Frisco, and Cowboy Turk. Taco are making their way over to Canal Locks. Canal Locks. Pooper Scoop is going to get 2 rounds into the back of that tank. Cowboy gets out to defend his tank. Yep. Good shooting there. Cowboy takes out both Cassery and Pooper Scooper. Fuzzy finishes off Cowboy. And comes to put a satchel on the Tiger. Satchel is on the Tiger on the right hand side. Don't think this Tiger knows that he's been satcheled. If it goes off, it's going to take out a lot of these players. No comms over blue. Tiger's falling back. I think it's probably out of range of all those players now. Doesn't know it's got a satchel. It's a shame because he had a lot of infantry around it. One of them could have checked for him. Got a second Tiger.
Yeah, I would like it.
Second Tiger ready to take his spot. Let's find out what that 76 decided to do. So it was back here repping. Where's it gone? Struggling to see it, guys. I can kind of hear an engine. Nope. Oh, okay. He's right in the middle of the courtyard. God, I'm blind. It's a long way now for the Americans to drive armor up the map to come all the way from HQ to get back up to customs. It's a long drive. It's very much just defending canal locks at the moment. I'm not seeing any presence in the capway on customs from the Germans. We've got Papa and India and Romeo squad potentially trying to flank round from the south. '76 versus Tiger. Tiger is protected by hedgerows. It's just off to the left of that building. At the moment it's right behind that building. Starts creeping out. Surely these two tanks have got eyes on each other. '76 heard the Lux, turning its turret towards it, takes out the Lux. So that's the Lux gone, but there's a Tiger still sat behind that building. Fuel for the Germans is looking okay. They've got 720. They're obviously right near their spawn, so I imagine they'll spawn in another heavy tank in top spawn. Let's have a look at how these guys are trying to flank round. Abu gets 2 kills there. American supplies are trying to drop in this area. Right in the middle of an open field. It's going to make it a bit tricky for Major Tom to get a garrison up to use those supplies. He can only be 50 meters away from them, which means he's going to have to build it in the field, I think. Takawa starting to cap on canal locks, so we've been playing for 33 minutes. And Takawa starting to cap on canal locks. Going for that 5-0. Tiger gets taken out over here by AT players. And Yeah, no, that's it. It's going quickly. In terms of Berserk's defense at the moment, most of them are all running in from this garrison over here. Here comes the defense. Got quite a distance to cover to get back into canal locks. Tiger's taking shots from the 76. Tiger gets taken by the 76. That's going to make the defensive push from the Germans much harder now without the support of that tank. Taco are halfway capped on canal locks. They've even managed to get their medium tank to push right into the point. This is not looking good for Berserk. That's going quickly. Got a bombing run and reinforced down on canal locks. Berserk are giving it everything that they've got left. Let's see if that bombing run does manage to take out enough presence. Does get a good few kills. Not enough. Still being lost. I think that's it, guys. Taco wins. There we go. 5-0 defeat for Berserk, or a 5-0 win for Taco, depending on which way you're looking at it. Let's look at the scoreboard, see who stood out. Best attack squad was Cowboy, Tuck, Frisco and Yellow, who at the moment showing as infantry, but I believe they were that tank crew. On this side, no, missed it. There we go, guys. 5-0 win for Taco on Carentan against Berserk. Finished in 35 odd minutes, I think. Yeah, Berserk were on the back foot that whole time. Taco were aggressive. As soon as they got the midpoint, they didn't hang around. They pushed out quickly towards customs. And then once they got customs, it really put Berserk on the back foot. Good game, guys. Let me know in the chat what you thought, if I was doing okay. I'm sorry that the game crashed on me right at the start and I missed those final moments, but at least there wasn't a queue to get back in. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I will be streaming quite a lot for Summit, TPL, HLL League, and my own gameplay as well. So if you liked what you saw, then please give me a follow. I will be posting the final video of this up on YouTube as well for you guys all to review. Okay,